Saying like, go out and vote for Biden.
Yes, retard is a derogatory.
Hey y'all, we hope you're holding on to your wigs because the tea we're about to spill today will have them snatched. But before we get into all the drama, make sure to subscribe to the channel to never miss any scandalous updates from us. The drama has been too crazy lately, and we're here to give you all the hottest deets. This time around, we have Trisha Paytas going after Dixie D'Amelio once again. After that, we have Zoe Laverne receiving some serious shade, and this time Alyssa McKay is the one throwing it. And lastly, we have Jake Paul calling out his ex Tana Mongeau in front of the whole internet. Excited to know more? Then let's get right into the video. The past couple of weeks have been insane for the D'Amelio sisters, with Trisha Paytas coming for Charlie and Dixie and James Charles getting involved in all the drama. This internet feud has lasted a long time, and honestly, it seems like it's not going to be ending anytime soon. Trisha is making sure of that. After Charlie started gaining back her followers and hit 100 million, it looks like people were finally over the whole petty drama between Trisha and the D'Amelio sisters. But Trisha recently fueled the flames by going off about Dixie on her podcast Frenemies with Klien. Now, the fans are a little shook because Trisha crossed some serious boundaries and went as far as to call Dixie the R word. Yikes, that's just not okay at all.
There is something a little off with her, right?
Wait, you just called her retarded,
says Trisha, implying that Dixie has mental problems that cause her to be slower than the average person. Now, not only is this a lie, but it's also super offensive to actual individuals who are mentally challenged.
But that's an offensive word.
No, but I think there's an actual slowness there.
Yeah, but retarded is a derogatory word.
I think if you use a derogatory, but I'm saying like she's actually like slow.
No, but you don't say that word anymore. It's derogatory.
Good job, Ethan. After being told that the R word is disrespectful, Trisha quickly backtracks and apologizes for using it, but still continues to call Dixie slow, saying that something is wrong with her. Trisha has obviously been receiving tons of backlash after the podcast, and while Dixie herself hasn't addressed the whole drama, it probably won't be long before she does. Moving on from this never-ending drama to another never-ending drama, let's talk about Zoe Laverne, shall we? The last time we checked, this TikToker really had no regrets after illegally dating a 13-year-old. And in fact, even with millions of people calling her out for it, Zoe still continued to post about him all over her social media. But this time, actress and TikToker Alyssa McKay isn't letting Zoe slide. In a recent TikTok, Alyssa talked about how Zoe reached out to her when she dropped a rap song about people saying the N-word. Now, in the past, Alyssa has dropped a whole diss track about Zoe dating someone half her age, leaving all of us shook. So it makes sense as to why Zoe must have thought that another one of the TikToker's raps was about her. However, Alyssa went on to say that she told Zoe that her song was about no one in particular. After that, Zoe apparently asked whether she and Alyssa could be friends, an offer Alyssa said yes to only because she didn't want to start drama. However, Zoe used this opportunity to tell everyone that she and Alyssa were friends again, so there was no way that the video was about her. But what's strange is that Zoe never reached out to Alyssa again, making her believe that all Zoe wanted to do was clear her name in front of everyone else. After Alyssa exposed Zoe, fans came pouring in with their reactions, to which Alyssa replied that she's too old to be Zoe's type, and maybe that's why she didn't reach out again, throwing major shade at Zoe's whole 13-year-old drama once again. Zoe obviously hasn't responded to any of this, but we're excited to see if Alyssa has more tea to spill about this whole ordeal. After all that, we have Jake Paul, who's not holding back from throwing some serious shade at his ex, Tana Mongeau. Now, Jake and Tana's relationship has always been a little weird, to say the least. But recently, the YouTuber has gone all out and criticized Tana for her political views, now that the two are no longer a thing as far as we know. Although he didn't name her, Jake called out a YouTuber for asking people to vote for Biden and not voting herself. People were quick to assume that Tana was the YouTuber Jake was talking about and expressed shock at the fact that Tana didn't vote in the elections. However, as much as Jake tried, he really couldn't make the whole situation about Tana, because in the same episode of his podcast, He then went on to admit that he voted for Donald Trump.
No, 100%. I think my opinions, my thoughts, the things I do are polarizing.
Like you voted for Donald Trump, or
I mean, yeah,
we going
like
down
that.
that road,
Yeah, I mean, we want to like wherever we want to take it. I don't give a anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Things I do are polarizing, said Jake, and then talked about how he didn't care what people thought of his actions. Wow, this was one crazy podcast. And if that wasn't bad enough, Jake has also left the internet shook with his conspiracies about the coronavirus. In a recently published interview with Marlo Stern from the Daily Beast, Jake talked about COVID-19 and said that he believed it was all a hoax. Yes, that's right. Jake thinks that COVID-19 isn't as serious as people make it out to be. We're just as shocked as you are. He went on to talk about how COVID was just like the flu and that America needed to, quote, open up and start functioning because the disease really wasn't that crazy. Yeah, right. After the interview was published, Jake immediately said that his words were taken out of context and that he never said the disease was a hoax. However, Marlo also clapped back and said that Jake was accusing him of making stuff up. And boy, he also showed up with some receipts. Stern uploaded a video recording of Jake saying all of this while giving him the interview, which has since then been deleted off the internet for some reason. We're assuming Jake had something to do with this. Well, seeing that Jake actually does think that the pandemic is a hoax, this might explain why he's been having all of these massive parties even when half of America is in lockdown, with cases rising every single day. And surprisingly, right when Jake denied the reality of COVID, photos from his huge Halloween bash have made their way onto the internet. The pictures feature influencers like Tana and Olivia Ponton with over 100 people, all partying without following any COVID guidelines at Jake's mansion. It seems like these people will never learn, will they? Speaking of controversy, Shane Dawson is back in action once again, and people are not happy about it. We really didn't see this one coming, and neither did anyone else. But after disappearing off of the face of the internet and being involved in a whole load of drama with James Charles, Tati, and Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson made a small comeback on his Instagram to promote his slime. Shane's merch store recently had a Black Friday sale, and he went onto social media to let people know that his products were now 40% off. He also went on to say that he knew people had more important things to spend money on, so his fans shouldn't be pressured to buy anything at all. He said, "I wasn't gonna post about merch because I feel weird doing that, but I know people appreciate sales, so I wanted to let you know about it." While Shane might have meant what he said, the internet really wasn't having it. People immediately started criticizing Shane for still trying to sell off his merch without properly apologizing for everything offensive he has done in the past. Not Shane selling stuff for kids while hiding from the internet for being creepy with kids, tweeted someone on the internet. Of course, Shane has since then remained silent on the internet, as he has ever since the whole drama went down, and frankly, we don't hope to be hearing from him anytime soon either. Wow, that was a lot of tea for one day. What did you think of all the drama? Do you think Trish needs to let it go and leave Dixie alone? What about Jake? How long will it take for him to start believing that this virus is a real thing? And lastly, are you Team Alyssa or Team Zoe? Let us know all your thoughts in the comments below. With that said, we've run out of all the tea we had to spill for today. Make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching and subscribe to the channel if you want to be the first to hear more about piping hot tea. We'll see you next time with yet another round of internet gossip. Until then, bye!